to find somebody to pay for our troops during the shutdown?
He's a great gentleman. He's a great patriot. He's obviously a very substantial man. And he contributed $130 million toward the military in order to make up any difference. So he wanted to see the military get paid. So did I. And he's a wonderful man, and he doesn't want publicity. He doesn't, he'd prefer, I think, that his name not be mentioned, which is pretty unusual in the world I come from. And in the world of politics, you want your name mentioned. He doesn't. He's a great patriot. He really is. He put up $130 million in order to make sure that's a lot of money, in order to make sure that the military got paid. And he's a big supporter of mine.
Is it an American citizen?
It is, yeah. Great American citizen.
Así es, chavitos, brothers y brothercitas, ese es Trump, justamente hablando en su avión, en Air Force One, del donante misterioso que, valga la redundancia, donó $130 millones, brothers, para pagarle el sueldo a todos los soldados y para también pagar beneficios a soldados veteranos y deshabilitados que participaron en el gobierno defendiendo a Estados Unidos. Un donante que dio 130 millones al Pentágono y el Pentágono se encarga de distribuirlo en todos lados. Este donante misterioso, brothers, lo había mencionado Trump como fue aquí en el avión cuando los reporteros le preguntaron, y pues también lo habló y lo dijo en una junta que tuvo con todo su gabinete en la Casa Blanca unos días. Vamos a ver todo esto, pero por fin se da a conocer quién es este donante misterioso, brothers. Y el New York Times confirma que este donante misterioso se llama Timothy Mellon. Este millonario, brothers, fue heredero de una fortuna bancaria. Él fue hijo del ex secretario de Defensa de Estados Unidos. Y de hecho, pues Timothy nunca había sido un republicano ni le había donado nada a nadie hasta que entró Trump. O sea, Trump fue como quien dice la persona que lo motivó, la persona que lo metió a tratar de apoyar una buena causa y apoyó a Trump. Cuando empezó a hacer su candidatura para el 2024, que fue la que acaba de ganar. También fue un gran donante y metió mucho billete a la campaña de RFK Jr., brothers, que como sabían estaba tratando de postularse a presidente compitiendo con Trump, pero los demócratas le hicieron feos, lo sacaron y pues acabó apoyando a Trump. Pero en la campaña Timothy Mellon también le donó muchos millones de dólares para que llegara a ser presidente de Estados Unidos porque creía en él. Cuando RFK pasa a apoyar a Trump, Timothy se vuelve aliado de Trump y también dona mucho dinero para la campaña de Trump. O sea que ha sido realmente, brothers, alguien extraordinario, alguien que apoya y que quiere y que realmente valora valga la redundancia otra vez, los valores que tiene Trump y que quiere imponer y lo que quiere hacer Trump, los principios, en pocas palabras, de Trump como presidente. Ahora, obviamente, brothers, el Congreso brincó. O sea, los demócratas no quieren trabajar y tienen al gobierno cerrado porque no han dado los votos, los 8 o 5 votos que se necesitan, pero sí pueden hablar y están ahorita ya quejándose de que lo que hizo Timothy, brothers, el donante misterioso, es ilegal y que Trump no puede aceptar donaciones para pagarle al ejército ni nada de esto. O sea, en vez de que agradezcan y digan gracias, brother, por ayudarnos porque somos unos tontos que no queremos que el gobierno se abra, gracias por ayudar a las tropas que no tienen culpa de nada. No, están ahora diciendo que está fuera de la ley y que no pueden recibir dinero, lo cual obviamente Trump pues está diciendo que es totalmente falso porque el Pentágono aceptó este dinero bajo esta como ley que le permite al Pentágono aceptar este tipo de donaciones en situaciones de emergencia. Esta ley se llama General Gift Authority, brothers. O sea que por esta General Gift Authority están aprobados, están totalmente permitidos que puedan aceptar este tipo de donaciones. Y la verdad, un aplauso, brothers, porque pues un donante que dé así 130 millones nada más así para que el gobierno y el ejército puedan, no el gobierno, el ejército siga pues participando y siga siendo pagado porque no tienen culpa de nada, es increíble. Ahora, lo que yo sugiero, y que lo he dicho varias veces, es que a los senadores se les debería de parar el sueldo, a los dos, tanto republicanos como demócratas, se les debería de cortar el sueldo en cuanto el gobierno deje de funcionar, porque no es justo que gracias a que el gobierno está cerrado, todos los trabajadores federales, incluyendo el ejército, dejan de recibir dinero. Toda la gente que depende de estampillas de comida, que depende de beneficios del gobierno por discapacidades, dejan de recibirlas, y no es justo que el Senado, que son los culpables de que el gobierno esté cerrado, sigan recibiendo su sueldo. Ellos son los primeros que deberían dejar de recibirlo para que ellos mismos traten de abrirlo lo antes posible. Pero si no es así, pasa lo que está pasando. Llevamos ya más de 25 días cerrados y no veo para cuándo, brothers. Está cañón y esto está poniendo caliente. Pero el donante misterioso acaba de salir y eso hay que aplaudirlo. Vamos a ver lo que dijo Trump justamente de este donante misterioso antes de que se supiera quién era.
Oh, millions of dollars, yeah. Well, I also give, I give a lot of money to the White House. The White House is, as you know, I give my salary, and I usually like to steer it to the White House because this house was a little bit abandoned. First of all, for 4 years, you had a guy walking around that didn't know where the hell he was. And this house was not taken care of the way it was supposed to be. I take very good care of property. I was very good at that. And you'll notice the floors downstairs, I paid for them. Marble, the most beautiful marble you've ever seen. The white floors down in the palm room, which they look like they came out of, I don't want to lose because they're big supporters of mine, Home Depot, so I'm not going to say bad, but they did come out of a box from Home Depot about 30 years ago. They were all broken, but now they have the most beautiful floors, the most beautiful lights and chandeliers. I think most of you, Brian, you've seen that, right? Yes. How beautiful is that? And I take care of it. So I spend millions of dollars on this building, taking care of it. It was not properly maintained, and now it's starting to gleam like it should. It should really gleam, and you should go down and visit the Presidential Walk of Fame. Have you seen it? It's quite good. I'm sure that a lot of people coming to the White House, it's hot. It's very hot, but it's really a tribute to the presidents, past presidents of our country.
Shut down by the time you return from your trip to Asia?
Do I expect to have it resolved by the time I return? I don't know. I said long ago, we shouldn't have been in this problem. This was September 28th. It came due in Biden's regime, and before the election, September 28th, and they pushed it off into the future. And I was running when they did that. And when you're running, but I did say, what the hell are they doing? That and debt ceiling. They also pushed the debt ceiling past the election date. So that would mean the next president has it. But I did say that I think the Democrats have gone totally crazy. And you don't know what they're going to do because they don't care about the people. I really think they have no leadership. They have a lot of very low IQ people. Jasmine Crockett is a low IQ person. A lot of them are. I don't want to insult too many of them, but a lot of them are. They have no rudder. I don't think they know what they're doing right now. They've never done this before. They always agreed to go and, called an extension. Let's do an extension and talk. Even today, look at what happened today. They don't want to pay the people that have worked. And, this was supposed to be this was a test. And they wouldn't pay the people that have been working. They said, no, we don't want to pay them. This is all the Democrats. Now, all we need is 5 Democrats. And I know a lot of Democrats that are saying they're more than 5. Probably not that many more than 5, but there are more than 5. And all we need is like 5 Democrat votes so we open our country again. Sad, though, we have the greatest economy in our history. We have the highest stock market. All these things are rocking. We will have by the end of my first year more than $20 trillion of investment. The all-time record is $3 trillion. I think it's China. We're going to have $20 or $21 trillion. We've never had anything like it coming in because of tariffs. The money pouring into our country, the plants that are opening, AI, automobiles, everything.
and the Democrats want to close our country. They're really, you know, they say deranged. They suffer, I guess it's Trump derangement syndrome, which I think is going down now as an official condition by the doctors. I think they get paid extra money if they handle it because it's more difficult to handle than a normal mental disease. But you know what? They really should approve an extension, get the country back to work, get the people paid. And, you know, it's very simple. You just don't know what's going on. There's something wrong with them. Yeah, it's sad, actually.
Have you raised the full $300 million needed to fund your? Have you raised the full $300 million needed to fund your ballroom? And how much specifically are you donating to this construction
raised,
project?
I think $350 million. All donor money and money that we put up. We've raised. It's going to be. It's going to cost right in the neighborhood of $300 million. It's been expanded and made absolutely. It'll be the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world, I think.
And how much specifically are you donating to it personally?
How much am I donating? I won't be able to tell you until I finish, but I'll donate whatever's needed. I'll tell you that. Do I have a name for the? I won't get into that now. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Follow up on the shutdown. In the next couple of days, a lot of Americans are going to go without their first full paychecks. Federal workers.
By the way, a friend of mine, talking about donors, a friend of mine, a man that's great. I'm not going to use his name unless he lets me do it. Susie can tell you about this, but he called us the other day and he said, "I'd like to contribute any shortfall you have because of the Democrat shutdown. I'd like to personally contribute any shortfall you have with the military." Because I love the military and I love the country, and any shortfall, if there's a shortfall, I'll contribute it. And today he sent us a check for $130 million. Can you share who that is? I would love to tell you. He doesn't really want the recognition, if you want to know the truth. But he gave us a check for $130 million, and that's going to go to which was sort of a shortfall, yeah. And that's going to go to the military, yeah. Is that the correct number? $130 million. That's what I call a patriot.